And I really want to be as disassociative as I possibly can this weekend. He showed up and he was a warrior. He was a warrior, and she was like, I need that one. Like, I need that one.
Y'all are so cute.
Okay, let's talk about some of the good things. Are the good things in the room with us right now? Maybe it's my daddy issues showing up in a different form. Eavesdropping should end when your parents' clothes start coming off. Eavesdropping should end right there. I read 100 pages of this. I was not playing. It's just so fun. It just reminds me why I love fantasy so much. What is that about? What is that about? Because I get that you're curious, sister, but to what extent? But I just don't be want to let the island go. I love hanging out just like that. It's Christmas time, you know what I'm saying? When November hit, it's time to wrap up the spooky season. We're getting more into like familiar, like holiday vibes, but really it's time to start tapping into Christmas, you know what I'm saying? So of course, in celebration, oh, matter of fact, let me see if this still works. It still works. Ho 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 ho, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just here to start the vlog, child. So today we're going to be kicking off with a hungry bookworm video. So there is this Chinese food restaurant that I saw on TikTok. You guessed it, yes. I've been finding a lot of really good restaurants on TikTok because I gotta see what the food look like. I gotta see what the food look like. I gotta see its location. I gotta see the parking situation, the vibes, everything, especially because I live in Georgia. And if any of the restaurants are in Atlanta, I need to see what the vibes are because people in Atlanta are rude and I don't have the patience for it, so it will not end well for me. But yeah. But I saw this Chinese food restaurant on TikTok, child, and it looks so good. So I was looking at the reviews for it and I want to take you guys with me and we can go there and start our reading. It's called Wok Chi Asian Kitchen. I'll put up a picture so y'all can see what it look like, but that's where we're gonna go. I already know exactly what I'm getting. So you know the vibe, just tourist things. Like anytime I go somewhere, I already look at the drink menu, the food menu, everything, the reviews. I need to know what's going on, what's happening, what food I'm ordering. I gotta see pictures of it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta know what's happening. So that's where we're gonna go. And I really want to be as disassociative as I possibly can this weekend. Like, I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to see nobody. Like, when I tell you I feel like I've been on go since the summertime, like between work and just like social things, I have been in so many restaurants. I have been outside. I have been hanging out with my family. I have been visiting my man. Like, it has been a little bit hectic. And every weekend I try to put time aside to like just read and just focus on like having time to read, but just adulting and errands just kind of sweep up all of that time and I absolutely hate it. So this is going to be a very disassociative reading vlog, but it's a good thing though because I am a booktuber, so there will be a lot of reading getting done in this vlog. So let's talk about the books that I'm going to be reading. Oh child, I want to talk to y'all about something else. Let's see. So Meg came out. Let me turn my lights off of this. Levi's over there tearing them. He just has destroyed them blinds. I wish I could see how ghetto they look. Meg Thee Stallion came out with her song Cobra. Meg Thee Stallion has finally made her great return and she has come back with the single Cobra. And baby, that song is so sad for like multiple reasons. Number one, party when I catch you. Party when I catch you. When I catch you, party. It's up. Like these, I don't even have words. Like, I know she's a celebrity and I know people are looking at her like as entertainment, but she is a human being. And just looking at the things that she has gone through in her life in the past like 3 years is insane. Like, She was trying to break out into the industry, so she's an up and coming artist. You know, you during that time you gotta grind. You're on every interview, you're on every feature. You're trying to prove yourself. You're trying to make it big, blah blah blah, whatever. So she's running herself dry with that. The media was eating her alive. Like any confident black woman that is sex positive, they're gonna eat you alive. So she was just getting eaten alive by the media, getting dragged by the media, and then to sign with a record label thinking that she would have the opportunity to like be this up and coming artist and be able to be successful, and for that record label to like hoe her on her money, and then she ends up being in court with them for like 3 years, and then to lose both of her parents and her grandmother, and then turn around, lose her best friend, get shot by somebody that she's dealing with, for him to lie about it, and then her having to press charges on him because, irregardless of whatever anyone's opinion is, he was a Canadian citizen on probation, carrying a gun in the United States. He was going to jail whether he shot Meg or not, if they found out that he was carrying a weapon. So I don't know how it got spun into just solely being her fault, but part of the time that he's serving is because he was carrying that weapon. Every part of his time that he's serving is because of the actions that he decided to take. So you dealing with this. Then she tried to not press charges. She ended up pressing charges. Then they put this all in the media. This man is lying about whether he shot her. Then everyone's questioning her, saying like, oh, she never got shot. She never got shot. The entire world is having an opinion on something as delicate and terrifying as being shot by someone that you trust. Everyone have an opinion on that, and then people being divided on whether she got shot or not. And then when it was proven through tons of video surveillance, like heartbreaking surveillance, heartbreaking audio, that she actually was shot, then people still decide to go up against her and say he shouldn't have to serve 10 years. What do you mean? Like, to me it's sad and it's crazy, because it's like, I feel like if it was anyone else but a black woman, the world would not be in an uproar like this. Like, if it was Ariana Grande that got shot, it would not be a great divide and a whole bunch of opinions about any of this. So it's just like, when I tell you the world does not have black women's back, it's crazy to see it in real time, because it's just like, this girl got shot and y'all have zero sympathy for her, other than the hotties, obviously the people that support her. But it's like, y'all can't even look at it and have sympathy for this girl. Y'all are joking about it, having these big debates, making songs about it, like someone was shot. Like, I don't understand. And then it's like, for that to go on for years, he finally goes to jail, and then you mean to tell me she ends up spiraling into depression, losing, and then on top of that, the one person she was leaning on during this whole thing to have her back was her best friend. For her best friend to fold on her and side with this dude because he paid her off. You mean to tell me, as she's dealing with all of this, Partisan turned around and cheated on her, and she caught him cheating? When I tell you, I would have stumped that man into the dirt. Like, you catching somebody cheating during the lowest point of your life. Like, cheating in general is absolutely crazy, but cheating on Meg the Stallion, and during like this low part of her life, it's like, what is going on? I feel so bad. Like, listening to that song, it makes me so angry, because it just makes me think about all the stuff that she's been through, and just how people just don't care. They kind of look at it like it's just entertainment. And I know she's a celebrity and everything, but it's like, my heart breaks for her, because it's like, that to be going through all this, and then on top of that, everybody having an opinion about it, and then on top of all of this, she's an artist and she has to still come up with creative styles and creative music, and to, like, how do you have any type of creativity while you're dealing with all this? Like, I've gone through rough shit in my life and still been creative, but it's like, to be able to go through that back to back to back to back to back and be in the public eye and still have to be creative and come up with music, that, like, for your man to fold on you and you caught him, physically saw him doing this in the same bed that y'all sleeping together. my heart breaks for her. But please stream Cobra, you know what I'm saying, support my girl. I'm happy for her comeback. I'm hoping that this doesn't break her, that she just comes out with better music and just surrounds herself with better people around her, because nobody deserves to go through this amount of stuff in such a short period of time. And I really hope that she, in this new era, is around people that actually care about her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hoping for the best with my girl Meg, because that song release broke my heart. But aside from that, let's talk about our TBR. That really shook me. Like, I just needed to say something, because y'all know I am a hot girl. Like, I love Meg, and it's just like, that just broke my heart. And then I just start thinking about all the stuff that she's been through in these past like few years, and I'm just like, that is so terrible. Like, but nevertheless, let me see. I know I had another note. So, like I was telling y'all, I have been outside like nonstop since like the summertime, and I keep trying to set aside time during the weekend to like just read and not talk to anybody. But somehow, some way, I always end up being outside, and I always end up having to talk to somebody or see somebody or whatever. And sometimes I just be wanting to be on an island and not be bothered, because I just be wanting to read sometimes. Like, sometimes I just be wanting to check out, and I just too much social activities for me personally. So this weekend is a disassociative. This whole vlog is going to be a disassociative vlog where I am solely just with myself. Like, I don't want to see nobody, be around nobody, nothing, unless it's with these books. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about, so it's going to be these two. Let's talk about the books we're going to be reading. So number one is my Kindle. So on Blossom, I'm going to be reading, I think it's the Orc Prince? It's the Orc Prince. I put it in a recent book haul, which I will link up here if y'all want to check it out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the Orc Prince is what I'm going to start reading on my Kindle. But I'm really trying to focus on books that I'm in the middle of. And honestly, the book that I've been thinking about nonstop is Day of Fallen Night. And I have been wanting to read this book for weeks, but I haven't been able to, just because of the videos that I was filming. I didn't get a chance to pick this back up, but I really want to dedicate a good chunk of this weekend to this book. And I'm not working this Saturday, so I will only be working 5 days this week. Look at God, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be able to focus on this. And I left off on, I think I got to page like 208, around 200 to 220, somewhere around there, and I stopped. But I just want to like just binge this book. Like, this is all I want to read this weekend. I want to focus on this. I also want to focus on The Monsters We Defy. These pages, I knew I wasn't tripping, because really I know I'm a slow reader, but damn, I was kind of like, why is it taking me so long to read these books? It's one, because I haven't had much time to read these books, and two, these pages are huge. Like, my hands are big, but the fact that my hand does not even cover this page lets you know how big these pages are. And even in Day of Fallen Night, the pages are big and the font is small, so it's taking me even longer to read. So I'm like, okay, I know I'm not tripping, but I really want to focus on these two this weekend and start reading the Orc Prince. So I don't really know what the Orc Prince is about, but it just seems like a little smutty, like paranormal romance, something cute, something fun. So that's what our TBR is looking like. And we're gonna check out this Chinese restaurant, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see how all that is. But I'm really just excited to not leave my house. Like, I'm just excited to not do anything but read. Like, that is every reader's dream, you know what I'm saying? I've canceled the plans, because I had plans. I did have plans this weekend, but I canceled them, because I'm like, listen, I just want to be in my house. I canceled them. And on top of that, it was to go out to eat for my coworker's birthday. They couldn't figure out where they wanted to go, what was going on. Listen, one thing about me, I don't like chaos. So it's like, if you don't tell me, this is what I love about my man. Like, whenever it comes to like doing something, he tells me, I don't have to think. Like, when I'm with him, I don't have to think about anything. It's just I just show up. That's all I have to do. Or you just tell me where I'm going. When it starts getting a little bit hectic and crazy, and y'all don't know what's going on, y'all don't know what time y'all want to do it, y'all don't know what restaurant you want, I'm tapping out. Like, right at that moment, just guarantee I will not be participating, because I don't like chaos. Like, I need definite answers and definite decisions and definite locations. If you don't tell me, hey, I want to go here for my birthday, and this is what we're going to do, this time we're going to go. If it's not clear like that, then you can just count me out. I don't like chaos. I don't like the scrambly, run around, last minute shit. I don't like that. So I politely tapped out. My coworkers can all go together. They can all have a good time. Good for them. I will be in my house minding my business. So cancel the plans. And even like basic stuff like grocery shopping, cleaning, cooking, I want to do as minimal as possible with that, because my house really isn't junky. It's tidied up, so it's not like I have to do much cleaning. So if I don't clean that much this weekend, it's gonna be cool. Other than going to the gym, I don't want to leave my house. Like, I want to, this is basically like a untimed readathon, if you will. Okay, and this intro is long as hell. What's new? So I will see you guys in the next clip. All right, bye.
Toes. Santos.
It's time, bro. Day of fallen night. I am simply giggling and kicking my feet as we speak. I'm not gonna let y'all see my face. My eyes are too red right now. Just got my lashes done, but I'm so excited to read. I'm so excited. Oh my god. I'm so happy right now. I am so happy right now. I'm so happy right now. I'm so happy right now. 2 hour sprint.
I've been all in my phone, I got options. And I don't wanna tell you to drop it, but I don't wanna play your fair. Yeah, something that makes me look at you too often. Oh, baby, you can give it something. Baby, I can run all the time. Baby, I'm talking crazy. I need you running my space, but I need it, baby. I'm late, but I still can check in with you. I know that I need my friends, but I wouldn't wanna leave. You know, I wouldn't wanna bleed. Even my heart, my mind, and my body. Go, baby, at last till my body's so
Y'all are so cute. But y'all are taking up the spot where my book was. My book was resting here. Guess I'm just gonna have to hold it then. What are you doing, Poppins? You gotta be as close as possible, huh? He's like, why, yes, I do. You can't get any closer, Levi. That's it. No, you're not gonna be laying on my chest. Levi! Excuse me. I'm trying to read. I don't know what. Hello? Sir. Sir. Excuse me? Yeah. Thank you. Please go back to your other location. This tail is so pretty. Thank you. hard working biscuit maker. Right, Levi? Say I'm the hardest biscuit maker ever. Biscuits are done. Jinx be like, I'll get close, but not too close. Meanwhile, Levi. She's finally using the flower bed. I literally got this for them when they were little, and I've had them for so long. I don't even know how, has it been like 5 months? But they never sleep on this. Like, Levi goes under it and he like hides under it sometimes, but this is the first time I've ever seen one of them actually lay on it like it's supposed to be laid on. Right, little mommins? What do you have to say for yourself? Yeah, it's a little flower bed. It's very cute. Use it. Okay, good job. Yeah.
Y'all. Okay. Look at this little bunny hat. It's so cute. I love it so much. It's so cute. Ah, adorable. Okay, so child, my plans to stay in the house have been rudely disrupted, but I will tell y'all more about that in a second. So let's start from the tippy top. Oh, the restaurant. Okay, so the restaurant, y'all, that food was so good. Like, let's start from the beginning. So when you walk in, it was empty. Like, wasn't nobody there. It seemed like this is a spot that people go when they're drunk, maybe like after. It seems like it's in a college area, so downtown, you know, parties, college students, whatever. And it stays open until midnight on 2 days of the week, and then the rest of the week it stays up until 2 a.m. So I feel like it's a spot that's like always open if you want like late night food. And it was like empty. There was nobody in there. It was really clean, cute decor, very crisp, very modern, but it wasn't nobody in there, child. It was not busy. It was like I got my food fast. The staff, like, I honestly felt like I didn't even have a waiter. Like, they didn't really talk to me. Like, it was like very much like, oh, what do you want to eat, blah blah, whatever. And it seemed like they had like a little digital code where you could just like order online, so it didn't seem like they're like a waiting place, like a waiting staff somewhere where you like call in, get your food, you order it with a little digital code. So those are the different ways that you can do it. But like, it wasn't like a restaurant where you like go sit down and they wait after you and they, how are you doing, how is your food, no, it's none of that. It's like, tell me what you want to eat, go put it in, bring it out, and then after I bring you your check. That's it. It was very, I'm just here to do my job. But you know, it was cool. The food came out really fast. Like when I was looking at reviews, people were saying that the food took a little while, but for me, my food came out quick. Like, I had cracked open the book, I was like ready to sit down for a little bit, but I figured it would be fast because there was like nobody there. So the food came out fast. I got crab rangoon and I got General Tso's shrimp. That shrimp was so damn good. Like, oh my god. And I got it with fried rice. The fried rice was a little iffy. It was like, it was alright. I get the fried rice like a 6 out of 10. But the rest of the food, General Tso's shrimp and the broccoli and all that, bruh, the sauce, just thinking about it, I almost ordered another one to go. Like, I almost ordered another one to go. I was like this close. Like, it was so good. It really was just so good. My god, I was thinking about it. Like, it just, the shrimp, it was just like so jumbo, so crispy. The broccoli was so fresh. It just was like, Everything was just so good. I really want to try like each one of them, because y'all know next year I'm going back to vegetarian. I will not be eating meat, unfortunately, so I'll be going from pescatarian to vegetarian. So I'm trying to get all my seafood kicks in right now, you know what I'm saying, do my little food tours, enjoy the scenery as I can right now, because next year is gonna be none of that. Like it's gonna be none of that for the next 2 years coming 2024. But yeah, the food was amazing. I give the General Tso shrimp, I give it a 9 out of 10. Like it really was. And just thinking about it right now, I want to go back and get some more. But it was so good, y'all. Like it was, and it wasn't crazy expensive. And then the crab rangoon was good too. I miss when crab rangoon had like crab in it. Like, am I tripping? Because crab rangoon used to be like different cheeses and cream, and then it would have like chunks of crab in it. Now it's just like people, they just, I don't know what it is now. They just put the cheeses and the creams in it now, and it really doesn't have any of the crab in it. It used to be imitation crab. Some restaurants used to do real crab, but it's like they just stuff it with all the cheese and stuff. But it was full. It was only 4. I mean, I remember when they used to be 6 or 8, but it's okay. I know in this economy you gotta save your coin. But overall, yeah, I give the General Tso shrimp a 9 out of 10. The rice a 6 out of 10. The crab rangoon 7 out of 10. So overall, it was a solid place to go if you're in Georgia and you want to go there. Oh, the parking was good too. The parking garage was like around the corner. Like I just kept parking in Georgia. Good luck. But I just kept driving. There was like a little parking garage and the street next to it. So I had to pass it and then turn left. There was a parking garage there. It was $5 for 3 hours. So you can't really beat that. That was honestly pretty solid, because a lot of these parking garages be trying to rip people off, child. So there was that. But I got reading done, and I've been reading a lot. Like I have been reading a lot. Yesterday was like the first day where I really didn't have anything to do. Like Friday I did go to work, so I did read a little bit that day, but the next day, Saturday, where I didn't have to work and I woke up early and it was just me and my books. Oh, it was a beautiful moment to behold. Like, because I never sit still for long periods of time. So just to be able to sit there for a stretched amount of time and just read and not have any other responsibilities, it was truly a sight to behold. So let's talk about all the books that I read, child. So start with The Monsters We Defy. The Monsters We Defy, I got all the way up to page 182. I'm really trying to get to page like 243, because then I will only have 100 pages left. But as of right now, it's giving me very much They Clone Tyrone. If you've seen that movie on Netflix, it's starting to give me those vibes, because they found the facility that they've been taking. I don't know if well, if you're new to this, because I know we have a lot of new subscribers, but I've been reading this book for like a few videos. So this one is basically following the main character. Her name is Clara. She has the ability to see into the spiritual world, and the people within her town start getting abducted, and they start acting really weird. They kind of start gazing off into like far away, like not being attentive, like not being themselves. And those people that are kind of acting weird are starting to slowly disappear. In this world, there are people that ask or request things from spirits, and they basically say like, oh, I want to be a successful actor, or I want to be able to speak to my grandmother who passed away forever, whatever, blah blah blah. So they connect with these spirit guides, and the spirits grant them what they're requesting, but then there's always a trick. So the charm is whatever they're asking for, so the spirit will give them whatever they're asking for, but then the trick is something that will counteract that, where it's like, okay, well, you want to forget everything that happened to you during the war, I will grant you that, but the love of your life will never remember who you are. So it's kind of like that. You get a trick and you get a charm. So in this world, that basically is like the setting of it. And one of the enigmas or spirits came to Clara and asked her for her help in acquiring this like long lost ring. It's like having a connection to the people that are getting abducted. So her and a group of other people that have tricks and charms are all coming together to figure out a way to get this ring and give it to the enigma who has requested it, because if they give it to her, she will get rid of their trick. So all of them, everyone in that group has a trick and a charm, and if she gives her the ring, then she will get rid of their trick. But I think she's only granting it for one person, and there's other spirits that are also after this ring. So it's a hot commodity, child. So that's basically what this one is following. Now she's with a group of people, and they're all working together, and they found the location where all the people that are getting abducted are being sent to. And that's where I said it gives me like They Clone Tyrone vibe, because she's found the location. Oh wait, this lash, I don't know what's going on with this damn lash. Okay, because she's found the location where all these people are, so it just gives a very like eerie, spooky, who would have known this was in our city vibe, just like that movie did. And I'm enjoying it. Not too much else has happened, but they're just trying to figure out what to do, and that's where I'm at with this one. I got further into that, and then I started reading the Orc Prince. So I'm currently, I didn't get that far into this. I got like 15% into this. It's basically following the main character, who is a queen child. Her name is Queen Aria, and she ends up being betrothed to the king, who really don't like her. Like her family, his family doesn't like her. He's not attracted to her. It's just bad for her. Her only responsibility is to produce an heir, and that's impossible if your husband ain't doing nothing to get you that heir. You know what I'm saying? And there's other things that are happening within that. You know what I'm saying? So she ends up running away, and she ends up being in the woods, and I think she almost drowns. And that's where she meets the orc, because she ends up getting rescued, and he takes her to his house, and he's trying to like look after her, because you know she was running barefoot, child. So she's like injured, and he's taking care of her. And I think I'm going to love this. I love settings where it's like the couple is cut off from the real world in a way, where they're on their own little world, and they're just like getting to know each other's personalities, and they're very opposite of each other. So obviously he's an orc, he's nothing like her, and she's a human. And so we have this, you know, paranormal romance going on, but it also has one of my favorite tropes where it's like this, what is it called? Like they come from different worlds, where it's like he sees things in one way and she sees things another way, and like all the things that are like basic things for her, he questions, like, oh, why doesn't she have fur, or why doesn't she eat this, or why doesn't she do that, or whatever. Like they're just from two different worlds. That's like one of my favorite tropes, where it's like I just think it has so much innocence to it, because like you know the answer to it, but the person that's lived in the woods is not gonna know the answer to that. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not gonna understand why humans don't have fur. Like he just, you know what I'm saying? It just be like small things like that, or like, oh, why are they eating this, or why do people drink alcohol, or whatever, blah blah whatever. Why do you say this, or why are you doing that? You know what I'm saying? Or why do you wear clothes when you just can not wear clothes, or whatever. Like stuff like that. Like those things where it's like opposite, where it's you're questioning things that are like very common sense. I love that trope. I don't know what the hell to call it, but yeah, he seems like he's gonna be a sweet boy. I love characters that are like sweet, but everyone's scared of them. It's like everyone's scared of them because of how they look, but they're really sweet down in their heart. You know what I'm saying? So I'm feeling like he's gonna give me very sweet boy vibes. And they just met each other, so I'm gonna read more of that. That's where we're at there. Didn't read too much of that. The main focus, baby, in this vlog was A Day of Fallen Night. Like I have read 100 pages. Did I read 100 pages? I read 100 pages of this. I was not playing. I was getting down. Like I was being the fastest reader known to man. I get down, I don't play. You know what I'm saying? I got to page 300, and I think I started at like 200 or 208 or something like that. Like I was getting down. I meant business, and I was so engulfed in this world. I made a little keynote thing right here to remember. Well, not to remember, because I know when I get to the chapter what's going on, but to just differentiate like what's going on in each section so I can explain to y'all. So in the north, it follows the main character, who is a guard, and he's the guard, I think he's like a guard or one of the soldiers for the king's men, and his name is Wolf, and he has a very unknown past, child, but I think I know what's going on with that, but I don't want to spoil it. Then we have this chapter for the south, which follows the Priory Sisterhood and two lovers and their unknown past. So we're getting to know more about like the whole sisterhood there. They have magical abilities that they draw from this tree, I think, that has like fire in it or something like that. Then in the east, it follows Princess Demise. She's like the lost daughter of an emperor. He had an affair, child, with somebody from a different location, and then his daughter ends up he ends up going to find his daughter, and he brings her with him in order to save his lineage in a way. He has a daughter with his wife, but she has magical abilities and connections to the past that will further his people, you know what I'm saying? So he prefers her to be the princess, and she also is the first newfound dragon rider for that land. Her dragon is called Fertia. So she awoken that dragon, so we got dragons in this more. And then in the west, it follows Queen Sabran and Princess Glorian, and I'm just loving every chapter. Like I don't want to be late, but okay, so I'm just loving every chapter. It's just so good. It's just so fun. It just reminds me why I love fantasy so much. Like every chapter eats, every chapter has stuff going on. Like in Wolf chapter, this big outbreak of this disease happened. I think it was like a dragon disease, some type of like, it's kind of like rabies in a way. Like basically people's hands, they start turning red and they start foaming at the mouth, going crazy, whatever happened. But I think it's connected to like dragons or something, whatever. So that's been happening over there in their travel. He's currently traveling with the king to a different location, and that huge outbreak happened. So he's seen people that he loved die, and it's just bad. Like it's spreading. I think it's spreading in different cities as well. So I don't know what's going on there, but there's that. His past is very unknown and blurred out because I think he was like found or adopted by his parents, who are, I think it's his parents found him or something like that in the woods, or he was with the witch in the woods or something, child. I don't know. His past is very unknown. And then with the south, it's interesting because it's following the queen, and I just love a good generational breakdown. Like we got to see the queen from when she was younger, and even when she was younger, she had a very strong head on her shoulders. Like she was very like, I'm trying to do the best for my people. Like she's not very loving, very gentle, very sweet. She's just very like strategic, and she's constantly thinking about ways to better her people. And she did not respect her mother because her mother was a very soft-spoken, meek queen, and she didn't really do anything other than like hide and like cowered away. And she just was like, I don't want to be like her. I want to be powerful. I want to be this, that, whatever. But we got to see the peak of like generationally what was going on there. So I really just like seeing it. And then even her now as a mother, she's just kind of trying to sculpt her daughter into being this powerful queen, and her daughter is kind of like shying away from the responsibilities of a queen, and they kind of have this push and pull. And I really like that. I like how she picked her husband, child. I ain't gonna hold you. I like how she picked her husband because he came to visit when she was like younger. I think she was like 17 or whatever, and she was getting ready to get betrothed or, you know, married off to somebody else, child. And he showed up, and he was a warrior. And she was like, I need that one. Like I need that one. They didn't really have any alliance with those people. They were kind of seen as like barbaric, crazy, whatever. But she was like, I need the warrior. Okay, I'm trying to set my people off to, you know, be all that they can. I'm trying to, you know, she's trying to be the queen that has like something. She's not trying to let her people die off. Like she's like, I need someone powerful. I need someone that's a warrior. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing is, like, he's a warrior and he was so like gruff and stuff like that, but he's so gentle with their daughter because they got married, child. She shot her shot, he accepted the shot, and they got married, and now they're together. But with the daughter, she's just more stoic and not as gentle, and he's so sweet with her. So it's just she really picked a good one. She really did eat with that one. So just seeing the way that they run their people has been really interesting, and just seeing generationally how she became who she is also interesting. And let's see what else is happening, child. Then the Priory Sisterhood is also interesting because they have magical abilities, and basically in all of the chapters there's like this lurking uneasiness of like the dragons coming back, and like they're slowly starting to appear in each chapter in different ways. And it's just such I'm just having so much fun. It's just so much fun. And then let's see what else. Princess Demai, child. The Princess Demai chapters, I don't know which chapters are my favorite. I think my favorite would be, I think my favorite chapter would be the South, which would be following like the Priory sisterhood. So I think that's my favorite. Second favorite would be Princess Demise chapters, which is the East, because it's just drama over there, child. Like, it's just a lot of assassination attempts, people backstabbing each other, the dragons, the magic, the unknown history, the past. It's eating. Like, I don't remember Priory of the Orange Tree eating this bad, but maybe I'm just not remembering. But this one is truly eating. I'm really having a good time. I'm tabbing the hell out of this book. I don't know if y'all can see. Can y'all see? Y'all can't see that. Y'all can see a little bit. Okay, yeah, I'm tabbing this book. It's just such a good time, and I'm 300 pages in, and I just want to read more. I had to stop myself because I was like, I know I was trying to play catch up with these two books, but I did want to start the Orc Prince, so I could talk to y'all about that as well. So I had to stop myself. But if it was up to me, I would only be reading this book because it's eating and I'm having a great time. Every chapter has stuff going on, and you're just getting to know all these characters and all their drama and all their stuff they have going on. It's a good time. You know what I'm saying? I'm just having a great time. Been reading a lot, but I have to pause because my man texted me this man, okay, he texted me yesterday and was like, be here at 3:30, don't be late, blah, 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 blah. So I don't know where I'm going, but I'm dressed. I'm about to drive over to this address that he sent me, and we gonna see what I'm about to be doing. But when I get back home, I will be reading. I think when I get back, I'm gonna read the Orc Prince. I really want to read Day of Fallen Night, but if I don't stop myself, that's the only book I'll be reading for this vlog. But I want to get to page 243 in Monsters We Defy, and I want to read more of the Orc Prince, and I want to read more of, maybe I'll read more of Day of Fallen Night tomorrow and then close the vlog, because this vlog really is just supposed to be for the weekend so that I can edit it and get it uploaded for you guys. But all I can say is this disassociative vlog has been a success. I have had a great time reading, and it has been phenomenal. So let me get up out of here, child, because it's gonna be a little bit of a drive. So I will see y'all in the next clip, okay? Bye.
I said, is it kind of weird?
Is it kind of weird that I don't know where I'm going?
Yeah.
Really? I trust that you're not sending me to get stole off on, so hopefully it's safe.
What you mean get stole off on? Stole off on by who?
I'm just saying, like, you're not sending me somewhere to my demise type shit.
Where do you think you're going?
I don't know. I mean, I would have thought it was like a dinner, but you told me to dress like I'm going grocery shopping, so I'm very casual right now. I don't know where the hell I'm going. Where are you FaceTiming me? Yeah. Hi. Oh, it smells good in here. It's cute. Okay, my boyfriend booked this, so I don't really know. Capri, there we go. Good job.
Okay. You gotta get yourself together.
Okay.
You got some paperwork, so you're all set.
All right.
Yeah, you okay?
Bye. Bye, baby. Yeah, I'm good. Bye.
Okay. A surprise massage.
Yeah, I didn't know where I was going.
Here we go, like front and back. Just need you to fill that out for me completely. Okay. While you're working on that, did you want any water, hot tea, hot cocoa?
I'm gonna be sweating if I do. Water's cool.
Water.
I've been all in my phone, I got options. And I don't wanna tell you to drop it, but I don't wanna play your fair. Yeah, something that makes me look at you too often. Baby, you can give it something.
We have our first "Who Did This to You" moment.
Baby, I'm talking crazy. I need you right in my space, but I need it, baby. I'm late, but I still can check in with you. I know that I need my friends, but I wouldn't wanna leave. You know, I wouldn't wanna bleed. Even my heart, my mind, and my body. I can't long can you go, baby? At last to my body so crazy.
What's up, y'all? What's up? I am here. Oh wait, let me close these blinds. So I'm gonna close on up. Yeah. Oh. When I said yeah, it made me think about this Summer Walker song.
Put that drama in your music, yeah, because if bitches want to get clout off you, you won't get clout off them.
Anyway, I'm here to close this lovely vlog. I am very proud of the amount of reading I got done, and I have so many books to talk about to y'all closing this vlog. I was gonna wait until the end of the week to close this because I wanted to read more and tell y'all more, but I need to learn how to let y'all go. Like, it's hard to say goodbye, you know what I'm saying? But I gotta learn to let go and let God, because the vlog is long enough, sister. I've read enough, I've done enough, I've taken y'all enough places, but I just don't be want to let the island go. I love hanging out with y'all. But I read another book on audio, so I'm gonna talk to y'all about that as well. And I got further into the Orc Prince child, and that, listen, okay. So, a couple of things. Number one, The Monsters We Defy. No more notes on that. I haven't read any more of that. I told y'all everything I wanted to tell y'all in the previous clip. Day of Fallen Night. 2 more notes. Number one, I like that the South, which is like the priory women with like the magical abilities and stuff like that, I like that they're the warriors and then the men are the homemakers. From my understanding, it seems like that's the dynamic. I really like that. Also, child, there's a scene in the West, which is where the queen and the princess are, where she is like eavesdropping on her parents to see what the tea is, and then her parents start getting busy and she kind of just like stayed there. What is that about? What is that about? Because I get that you're curious, sister, but to what extent? Like, did it have to be your parents? It's just something weird about that. Like, even as a child, even when I was curious, it's just something, some things is just like common sense. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be watching that. And that whole scene was just crazy to me. Like, I was like, all right. She didn't say the whole time, but there was a scene like that. And I just was like, what's going on, child? Like, girl, eavesdropping should end when your parents' clothes start coming off. Eavesdropping should end right there. That was just very odd to me. But I am still really loving it. Let's see. What else? Okay, the Orc Prince. Child. Let me tell y'all about the Orc Prince. Okay, how far did I get in that? 32. Okay, so I'm 32% into the Orc Prince, child. Let me tell y'all my notes. Number one, let's start off from the beginning. We're gonna start off with the bad stuff, and then we're gonna end on the good stuff. Okay, so number one, the writing is very mid. It's giving very much, I'm in middle school and I wanted to write a paranormal romance. Like, the dialogue, the atmosphere, the writing style, everything about it is very mediocre. Like, it's quite mediocre. But I mean, I know it's KU, so you know, sometimes you have some bangers, sometimes you don't. It is what it be. But to this extent, it's like, sister, like, sister, you know, what are we talking about? Like, you could have had someone proofread this and spruced up the writing a little bit. That's my first gripe. Okay, second gripe, there's something that happened that I don't like, that I see a lot of KU authors do. I don't know if it's because they don't want to write the development of the character, but the time jump thing, where it's like they jump at such a random time to be introduced to the orc. Get your ass. Be put in a new setting and be introduced to the orc, and then just straight up jump 3 weeks, to me is crazy. It's like, where is the atmosphere build up? Where is the, like, I would have liked to be able to see these characters develop more than just being the orc and the human, because they really are riding on that. That's another thing. She keeps calling him orc. I'm like, don't he have a name? His name is Igor. I'm pretty sure his name is Igor. So it's like, why you just keep calling this man an orc? Like, we get it. He keeps calling her human. Maybe it's like a little pet name situation. I don't know. But it's just not given. The time jump was unnecessary, because it's like, I would have liked to see them have like cute little banter, cute little moments together, build the atmosphere, let us see where she's at. It's just giving very much she's in the woods. I just know it's cold. I know it's cold and she ain't had no shoes. That's all I know. Like, the scene was not really set. The personalities were not really set. And another one of my least favorite things is in this book. Levi, why are you always in something? Can you act right for a second? Another one of my least favorite tropes was in this, and that is the fake cursing trope. Like, this one there, and it's only one word they keep saying, and it's frack. Like, just say like, I promise the world is not going to come to an end. Natural disasters aren't going to happen if you say a curse word. I pinky promise you. Like, frack, to me, it, like I told y'all before, it just gives that commercial where they're saying made up words instead of curse words, and I just hate it so much. It's so cringe, especially when they keep repeating the same word over and over and over again. It's like, bro, what are we doing? Like, just say the word. Just say it. Literally just say it. Like, please, I'm begging you. I am quite literally begging you to just say the damn word. The sex scene. What a diabolical moment that was. It was giving very much I don't even know what to say to y'all right now. It was, this man, okay, man, okay, so it was just very much where he was like, I don't think you ready, I don't think you quite prepared, I don't think you ready, I don't think you ready, da, 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 da. It was just and she was just like, I hope you know I'm ready to die by that.
I just hope you're ready. I hope you're ready to die by that dick. I hope you're ready to die by that dick, because I'm ready to go to war for it. I'm ready to go to war. And that's on soul. I get active, little mama. He should have told you about me.
Like, she was just ready to die. She was like, I don't care if it'll put me in harm's way. It doesn't matter. Like, he was just basically prepping her and constantly telling her, you're not ready, da, 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 I'm just so big, I'm so whatever. And she was just basically saying, I don't give a fuck about none of that. But the whole writing scene was, the sex scene was so cringy, bro. A little bit disappointed in that. It just was not sexy. I was, oh man, it was rough. It was rough. I was literally laughing at a sex scene is never something you want to happen, because I'm a up the fire on you. I'm gonna drag the book. Like, not too much though, not too much, because I was excited for this one, but damn, that sex scene was rough. I'm only 30% in. Maybe we'll have a turnaround. We still got 70% left. I remember when I was gearing up to drag the Play the Prisoner series, and it had a turnaround, like 50% in. So who knows what'll happen. Maybe she'll magically get better at writing, but I highly doubt it. Okay, I had to take a little break so I could eat my dinner. But let's get back. Hopefully I don't got nothing on my face. If I got food on my face, pretend not to see. Okay, so let's get back to closing this vlog. What was the last thing I said? The sex scene was terrible. Okay, let's talk about some of the good things. Are the good things in the room with us right now? Let's see. Number one, I can say the cover eats. Think about this, what made my throat, the roof of my mouth itch. What else can I say besides the cover eats, baby? Let's see. It's my first time reading not paranormal. Is it paranormal? I feel like I've been saying that as a genre, but that's not what this is. What is it when it's like a creature? It's not paranormal. I just be saying shit. Y'all know what I mean. Okay, fantasy, romance, whatever book that I've read with an orc in it. He seems like a very sweet person. I like how sweet he is. I wonder if it's gonna do a Beauty and the Beast thing where it's like he's only an orc because he's been banished or something like that. I'm wondering if it's gonna like switch to that. I don't know. It needs to do something. It needs to do something to catch me back in, because right now it's losing me. It's truly losing me right now. Let's see, what else is there? Oh, I realized that I have a trope that I really like. A lot of books that I've read where like the guy picks up the girl and like carries her around and like doesn't let her feet touch the ground. Something about that trope just eats. Whether it's because she's injured or because he's just being very sweet. It's something about that trope that eats, the pick me up trope. I don't know if that's actually a thing. This is like the third or fourth book that I've read where just my interest peaks the second that her feet are lifted off of the ground. Something about that. Maybe it's my daddy issues showing up in a different form. We love to switch it up. We love to change and try new things, you know, in 2023. But yeah, something about that pick me up trope. It's gonna eat every time. is really gonna eat every time. I love scenes where they like cuddle together and like sleep together. I wish they had pet names. Like maybe if they had pet names and I got to see more of their personality, it would have been more fun. But it's just like that time jump really was a missed opportunity. But again, I'm only 32% in. Played the Prisoner series, surprised me like 40, almost 50% in, and started getting good. It was like 46% started popping off. So, you know, maybe something will change. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Oh, I read this book called Forged by Blood. I didn't even know what this book was about. I just saw the cover and I absolutely lost my mind. I lost my marbles. Like I simply lost them. The cover is so gorgeous. It gives like Children of Blood and Bone vibes, but with like more elemental magic and more magical vibes, because I feel like Children of Blood and Bone had like a darkness to it. Like some of the magic was like darker. This is more like, it reminds me of like fairy magic in a way, and it's just very beautiful. But it has the same themes where the people, the magical people, originally it was everyone within the land, then it turned into like a separation when some people didn't have magical abilities, then it turns to segregation completely where people with magical abilities are treated like absolute garbage. So very similar to Children of Blood and Bone in that sense. It's following the main character who ends up going through something tragically in her childhood, and then she is basically sent out to like save the world. You know what I'm saying? Like save and change the world politically for her and her people type quest. So, my God, this book was so busy. There was so much going on. At one point I just was like, what is the plot? Because originally I thought I had the plot nailed down and I knew what was going on, but it's like the author, like it's like you just said to the author, give me a plot, and she said, okay, here's 5. Like there was like 5 different quests going on. She was agreeing to help so many different people, agreeing to do so many different things, and I'm like, I get it's like a new age book where it's like she's trying to change, and that's one of my favorite things where like the younger generation comes into like politics and royalty and they just change everything because they hate seeing the way that people are treated. I love that trope, but it just was something so busy about this book. Like, not I'm coming here with a whole bunch of hate, but I was excited. Honestly, the first like 15% of the book was giving me 5-star tingles. Like when in the beginning where it was just her and her mother and they were in this hut and they were helping people that really didn't like them, but they were just like secretly using their magic and they had their own little community, and just it was so beautiful and magical, just the way that the magical abilities were described and the way that her connection with her mother, it just was, the scene was painted so well. That's one thing I will say, the atmosphere was painted to a T. Like the atmosphere was painted so beautifully, the magic system was so cool, the setup of the story was cool. It just was too busy. Like it felt like 3 books in one, and it just kept bouncing off of each other. It was a lot going on. We had a love triangle, we had political issues, we had 65 million different quests. I just was like trying my hardest to keep up, and it felt like the pacing was also odd because these big things would happen and then they would just kind of go back to normal, and I'm like, didn't 50 people just die? Like how are we going back to normal after that? Like, to me that's crazy. I don't know, the pacing was a little bit weird. It was extremely info dumpy. Like there were so many things that were explained like thoroughly in depth, just dumped on you. Like it would just be like, oh, this is this magical deity, blah 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 blah, whatever, and then all of a sudden it would be like a long history of like where they came from, whatever. It's like, bro, it was just too much. Like the writing was nice, the book was just too busy. It was just trying to do too many different things at once. I didn't hate it. I give it 3 stars, but I was a little bit disappointed because of just the vibes I was getting in the beginning. I was so excited because I'm like, this is about to be a 5-star. Like I just knew it was gonna be a 5-star. I was so excited to come and talk about it. As the story progressed, it was too much going on. I feel like that's it. Oh, their magical abilities. The thing that was interesting in this book is the fact that they're oppressed, but they cannot kill other people. If they kill anyone or they use their magical abilities, these are the Orlushu people. Those are the people with magical abilities. If they use their magical abilities to kill anyone, they lose them. So that was interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that before, where it was kind of like they kind of had to just deal with what they had to deal with. Someone did a really good job with like depicting the magical systems and the magical elements and the magical gods in these forests and made it beautiful, like fairy-like. This could be an iconic movie, but it gotta have the right budget. Like, it gotta have the right budget to really bring it to life. Other than that, not much to say on that one. I give it 3 stars. I was a little bit upset about that, but the cover still eats. And like I always say, just because I don't like something, it doesn't mean you're not gonna like it. I still think you should check these books out to see if it's your vibe. You know what I'm saying? I'm just bringing you the books. You can read them on at your own will if it sounds like something you're interested in, because some of the things I don't like maybe it's stuff that you do like. So still give these authors a chance, as always, especially Black authors. So I think that's it. I don't have nothing else to update y'all on. I believe that is it. Yeah, so I'm gonna close this vlog out, get everything edited and post. I already have the vlog. Your girl been killing it. I ain't gonna hold you. I've been killing it with the editing game, but I know with me being back in the gym, this is gonna be very short-lived. Like, I'm gonna be fighting for my life very soon. But I already have this video completely edited. Sometimes I'll take my laptop to work with me and edit vlogs because I love my Islanders, okay? I'm gonna get these videos up every Saturday. We back on schedule, regardless of what's happening. So the video is already completely edited. I just need to import this ending that I've updated you guys on. So those are all the books I've read. That's everything I've done. Oh, I forgot. I didn't talk about the massage. My boyfriend, he's so sweet. He sent me, child, I should have said this in the beginning. He sent me to a massage parlor. And what's so funny about this is he is in his reading era, child. Like, I've been we did a buddy read when we first started dating. We did a buddy read together, the Brotherhood Bromance Book Club or something like that. That's a book we buddy read together. We both really liked it. But then we read Eve Brown's book and we both hated it. And ever since then, he was like, I'm not touching another book. Don't ask, okay? But I still would like try to push the book his way, and he finally bit. So the book that I pushed his way was Silver Lining, and I wasn't gonna buddy read it with him, but it's one of my favorite books from, I think, 2022, and it's short and I remember everything, so I just let him just read it, and he's just having the time of his life, child. Now he think he a reader. And in that book, he sent the main character, it's basically a Black romance that's set on a singles cruise, and it's very steamy. I love it. I love the dynamic of that entire book. If I can find the vlog that I talk more in depth about it, I'll link it up here, or any video where I've talked about more in depth about it, I'll link it up there. But yeah, there was a scene where he sent her to get a massage on the cruise line. So he, of course, sent me to get a massage because we love a man that picks up hints. Like, I was complaining about my body hurting because I'm getting back in the gym, and then he was reading that scene and he was like, oh, you know, it'd be nice for me to send her. We usually would get couples massages together, but it just was something very sweet. I thought it was very sweet. I forgot to talk about it, child. But yeah, it was very sweet of him. So he is in his reading era, child. He think he is the reader of all readers, okay? So he's reading that and he's really enjoying it. So I'm just gonna keep pushing my favorite books to him that I know he's gonna like, because he's, how do I put this, he like books that are like, it gotta have a little hood in it, you know what I'm saying? He's read The Silent Patient, he's read Bromance Brotherhood, he's read books that don't have a little bit of hood in it, but he really likes the writing style of this, and it's more like urban, a little more hood. So I got plenty of hood books to recommend, like not hood, but like he likes the dialogue in these books. So I've just been pushing all my favorite books his way, books that I know he's gonna like. I think he's gonna like Only for the Weak as well, and Concrete Rose I want him to read as well. I really think he's gonna like that book. So I'm just pushing all the books his way while he's in his reading era, because it's gonna be short-lived, child. But that was really nice. The massage was phenomenal. The lady was really sweet. She used all these oils and all this stuff because my body was just like, it was bad for me. But it was great. It was a great relaxing time, and I was very grateful to, after staying cooped up in the house all weekend, going on a little surprise venture. So it was very sweet of him. I'm very grateful, so thank you. But yeah, child, that's it. We're gonna get this video up, okay? So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you've read any of these books or if you finished any of these books. Let me know any books you would like me to read or talk about. Let me know any animes you would like me to watch. Right now I'm kind of I'm back on my girls and guns vibe. You know what I'm saying? I love girls with guns. So if you have any animes that are similar to like The Princess Principal or Licorice Recoil or anything with artillery and like adorable cutesy girls, recommend them to your girl. You know what I'm saying? I'll take some slice of life ones too, or any with like food in it, but right now I'm really in my girls and artillery vibe. So if you have any anime recommendations in that genre, let your girl know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's basically it. Thank you guys for watching. Okay, let me know something that you've done this week that has made you happy, or something that you have upcoming that's gonna make you ecstatic. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. Always remember, read a book, keep your life interesting, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye. Oh, if you made it to the end of this video, please leave this emoji right here. Okay, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, always remember, read a book, keep your life interesting, and I will see you next time. Bye.